leaks and rumors surrounding the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra are quickly building up, and a new report may have revealed the display size of the upcoming flagship, while also hinting at a few potential surprises. Renowned tipster at Ice Universe has stated that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will feature a 6.89-inch screen, nearly identical to the 6.9-inch panel used in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. In another post, Ice added that the screen will include surprises, incorporating some of Samsung's core display technologies in this model. Ice Universe also shared images of third-party camera protective films for the Galaxy S26 Edge, Galaxy S26 Pro, and Galaxy S26 Ultra. These images offer a clearer look at the expected camera design changes across the lineup. All three devices seem to feature a visible camera bump, which may be an intentional design adjustment to reduce overall phone thickness. While the screen size itself appears unchanged, the same source suggests that Samsung could introduce other enhancements thanks to its in-house display innovations. So even with similar dimensions, meaningful upgrades might still be on the way. This report slightly conflicts with earlier claims that the Galaxy S26 Ultra would feature slimmer bezels, allowing for a larger display in the same overall frame. However, it's also possible that both bezel size and the overall device footprint could be reduced. There have been plenty of rumors regarding the confirmation of the S Pen in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. According to Tipster at Vets, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will come with a redesigned S Pen that includes Bluetooth connectivity. However, it won't provide access to all the S Pen features currently available on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Tipster Bennett Pro reports Samsung is currently testing a large assortment of mock-ups and prototype units, some with and without the S Pen slot. While some higher-up Samsung engineers and designers have claimed the S Pen isn't going anywhere, it is definitely a question for their own designers. On the other hand, Ice Universe has shared an image that clearly shows an S Pen slot, suggesting that the S26 Ultra will indeed include it. Supporting this, Tipster CID has also stated that the S26 Ultra will keep the built-in S Pen. Likewise, at Samlover blog confirms that Samsung plans to continue supporting the S Pen with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. There have been a string of leaks that suggest it's not something to worry about. The S Pen chamber can be made out very clearly in one of those leaks, providing a level of surety to fans that at least next year's flagship phone will retain the S Pen. After reports indicated that the 3x telephoto camera could be reduced to a 10-megapixel sensor, new information about the 5x camera also raises concerns. According to Ice Universe on X, formerly Twitter, Samsung plans to reuse the same 50-megapixel sensor found in the Galaxy S25 Ultra for the S26 Ultra's 5x telephoto lens. What makes this more disappointing is that the same sensor was first introduced with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and Samsung reportedly intends to keep it for the S27 Ultra as well. The potential positive side lies in Samsung's rumored focus on optics. The Galaxy S26 Ultra's main camera is expected to feature a significantly wider aperture than earlier models, and another leak suggests the camera bump could be nearly twice as thick as that of the S25 Ultra. Earlier leaks suggested that the Galaxy S26 Ultra could support 60-watt wired fast charging, an improvement over the 45-watt limit on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Samsung has not increased the maximum charging speed in several years, so many fans were hoping this upgrade might arrive in 2026. The speculation about 60-watt charging came from a One UI 8.5 leak, but there is still a possibility that the information was not accurate. Here we have some fresh renders of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, created with reference to the Galaxy S26 Pro. These visuals were carefully made using professional tools, ensuring proper attention to details like body dimensions, resolution, and display size. The renders showcase how the Ultra could look, following the design language of the S26 Pro, but with a few key refinements. From the frame to the placement of cameras, everything has been modeled to give a realistic preview of what Samsung might deliver with its next flagship. Alongside the images, we've also produced video renders to give a better perspective of the device in motion. These were built with precision, so you can see how the phone's proportions and finish may appear in real life. According to Ice Universe on X, The Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to include the S Pen, but it's not yet confirmed whether it will come with Bluetooth connectivity. If Bluetooth support is added, some existing features may not be available. A new leak suggests the Galaxy S26 Ultra may continue to feature the S Pen. This comes after months of concern among fans about its future. Samsung previously removed Bluetooth support on the S25 Ultra's S Pen. It also dropped the stylus entirely from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. These moves sparked doubts about whether the S Pen would survive, but Tipster Ice Universe claims the S26 Ultra will still include a dedicated slot. According to Tipster at Universe, the Galaxy S26 Ultra's camera bump measures 4.5 millimeters, nearly double the Galaxy S25 Ultra's 2.4 millimeters bump. This increase comes from the phone's slimmer frame at 7.9 millimeters and the inclusion of a wider aperture lens compared to its predecessor. Reportedly, the device will feature a 200-megapixel main camera with OIS and an f1.4 aperture, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor with autofocus, a 12-megapixel telephoto lens at f2.4, and another 50-megapixel telephoto lens with an f2.9 aperture and OIS. The primary and telephoto cameras are expected to benefit from wider aperture lenses, enabling more light intake, which should deliver sharper details, reduced noise, and brighter overall images. Well-known Tipster Ice Universe has just shared some interesting details about the phone's design, focusing on its frame and thickness. Let's start with the measurements. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is said to be just 7.9 millimeters thick, making it slimmer than Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max, which comes in at around 8.725 millimeters. This means Samsung is once again aiming for a sleeker and more lightweight feel compared to its biggest rival. But that's not all. When compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the new S26 Ultra shows some subtle yet noticeable changes in its frame design. The middle frame on the front is now more rounded, unlike the sharper, boxier edges of the S25 Ultra. This should make the phone more comfortable to hold, while still keeping the premium flat design Samsung introduced with the S25 Ultra. From the side-by-side images, you can clearly see that the corners of the S26 Ultra look smoother and less aggressive. It's a small adjustment, but one that could improve the overall in-hand experience. So to sum it up, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be thinner, sleeker, and more ergonomic than its predecessor, while also keeping an edge over Apple in terms of design refinement. What do you think? Do you prefer the sharper look of the S25 Ultra or the more rounded feel of the S26 Ultra? A new image of the Galaxy S26 Ultra dummy unit has surfaced, compared directly with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, shared by Tipster at Theonisid. Samsung wants Plus users to get the S26 Ultra. Ice Universe has shared an image clearly comparing the displays of the Galaxy S26 Ultra and the Xiaomi 16 Pro. Unfortunately, the bezel of Samsung Galaxy S26 Pro has made little progress, probably to save costs and follow Apple, because the bezel of iPhone 17 Pro has not improved either. Xiaomi 16 Pro adopts the most advanced technology in the industry, which greatly reduces the width of the bezel. I can predict that the global sales of the Xiaomi 16 series will directly threaten Galaxy S26 Pro and S26 Edge for the first time. Earlier, ICE shared renders of the front of the Galaxy S26 series, though they contain some inaccuracies. This time, however, ICE has released another set of CAD-based renders of the Galaxy S26 Ultra, stating that using the new graphic tool, I spent hours making repeated adjustments just to create this set of Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra renderings based on accurate CAD data with precise R angles and bezels. In another post, Ice Universe shared an image and mentioned that some fans have pointed out that the corners of my renderings look unnatural. Here's the reason behind this issue. The rounded rectangles used in smartphone designs and official renderings are not standard ones. They aren't simply made by drawing 4 straight lines with 4 arcs. Instead, a continuous, smooth curve is used to connect the curvatures of the joints. However, all my previous renderings were created in PPT, which doesn't have this smooth curve function. That's why what you saw was the style on the left side of the image, looking rather unnatural. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Peace out.